The Rameshwara Temple complex is situated in the Keladi town of Shimoga district of Karnataka. It is around 10 kilometers away from Sagara town. Entry to the temple is through a gate from the west. There is a short pathway leading to the main temple entrance. The main entrance is a tiled roof mantapa supported by wooden pillars. Once inside the temple compound, you will see three different shrines. The Rameshwara Temple in the middle, to its right is the Virabhadra Temple, and to its left there is the Parvati Temple. The entrances of all the three temples are facing east. This temple was built and improved by the Keladi Nayaks, who ruled the Malnad region of Karnataka from 1499 to 1763. Keladi was the first capital of this dynasty. According to the literary source Keladi Nrupavijaya by Linganna Kavi, the founder of the Keladi dynasty, Chaudappa Nayaka, built the Garbhagriha of the Rameshwara Temple. Sadashiva Nayaka constructed the Nandi Mantapa in front of the Rameshwara Temple and also installed the Parvati idol to the left side of the temple. It was Dodda Sankanna Nayaka who bought the Virabhadra idol from Alavalli and built a stone Garbhagriha for it on the right side of the Rameshwara Temple. The Rangamantapa of Rameshwara Temple was built by Venkatappa Nayaka. Rani Chennamma built the stone Shikara, Rangamantapa and Dwajastamba in the Virabhadra Temple. Her adopted son and successor, Basavappa Nayaka I, completed the stonework of the Virabhadra Temple. The Rameshwara Temple is in the middle of the compound and is the oldest temple in the complex. The open hall has two rows of pillars at the center, each row containing 3 pillars. The sanctum of this temple has a black Shivalinga, also known as Rameshwara Linga. A black sculpture of Nandi is facing the Shivalinga. In the Navaranga of this temple, on the left side there is a small shrine for Ganapati, and on the right side there is a small shrine for Mahishasuramardini. In front of the Virabhadra Temple, there is a flag post that was installed during the time of Rani Chennamma. The lower part of its pillar has relief sculptures of Parvati, Shiva, Ganapati and Bhairava. The part of the pillar which faces the temple has Ganapati, and below it there are 5 human figurines. There is a tall female devotee with 2 female attendants and a smaller male devotee with a guard who is holding a staff. The female devotee is identified as Rani Chennamma. The male devotee has been identified by some experts as Basavappa Nayaka, Chennamma's adopted son. Some suggest that it is Rajaram, the son of Chhatrapati Shivaji, to whom Chennamma provided shelter when he escaped from Aurangzeb's forces. However, this event occurred in 1689, but the pillar has an inscription that says it was installed in 1681, so it is unlikely to be the sculpture of Rajaram. Entry to the Virabhadra Temple is from the east. The Rangamantapa, or open hall of the temple, has 2 rows of composite pillars with simhayalis and other decorations. On either side of the doorway of the sanctum, there are half pillars with sculptures. On the left side of the sanctum, there is an image of Daksha in Namaskaram pose. Daksha is the son of Brahma and father of Sati. Daksha opposed the marriage of Sati to Shiva and cuts her off from the family. He insults Shiva while conducting a yajna. Unable to tolerate her father's harsh words, Sati immolates herself in the sacrificial fire. Shiva then creates an incarnation called Virabhadra to kill Daksha. Virabhadra beheads Daksha. Brahma pleads on behalf of Daksha and Shiva shows mercy. He places a goat's head on Daksha's body and bestows him with jnana, which makes him realize his foolishness and causes him to repent. On the right side of the Virabhadra sanctum, there is a sculpture of Ugra Narasimha with 4 hands. The lower hands are in Namaskaram pose. The upper right hand he is holding chakra and the upper left hand he is holding shankha. A gada is kept on the right side. The sanctum of this temple has the idol of Virabhadra with 4 hands that are holding various weapons. The ceiling of the Virabhadra temple has many intricate carvings. The ceiling in front of the doorway of the Antarala and behind the Navaranga have carvings of multipetal lotus. The ceiling in the open hall is decorated with Ashtadikpalakas with Surya in the center, seated in the Ratha. There are 2 Nagamandalas on either side of the Ashtadikpalakas. The most significant detail in the ceiling of this temple is the huge carving of Ganda Berunda, the mythical double-headed eagle. The strength of this mythical bird is highlighted in the carving. It is depicted to be holding huge animals like lions and elephants in its beaks and the claws. The Ganda Berunda was also the emblem of the Wadayar dynasty of Mysore that came later. It continued to be the emblem of the state of Mysore, which then became Karnataka. It is used as the official emblem of the state of Karnataka because it depicts strength and power. The exterior of both Virabhadra and Rameshwara Temple have tower-shaped carvings along the walls on the front and the sides. There are a few relief sculptures on the walls. Behind the Virabhadra temple, there is a relief of a huge figure who is identified as Vastupurusha. Vastupurusha is the god for construction of buildings and other structures. He is depicted as a fat figure having a lion's face with a long beard, 2 hands shaped like elephant trunks, and 2 elephant-like legs. Outside the Vastupurusha carving, there are 8 small panels having various carvings. Both Rameshwara and Virabhadra temples have Dravidian style towers or shikara above the sanctum. The Parvati Temple is on the left side of the temple compound. The pillared hall or Sabhamantapa of this temple is a brick and wood structure with 2 rows of supporting pillars. There are 3 entrances from the east, north and south. A wooden jalandhara is used to partition the pillared hall. The sanctum of this temple has the idol of goddess Parvati. The most remarkable feature of this temple is its wooden ceiling, which is carved with geometrical designs and various figures. There are around 94 figures in the ceiling. Near the Rameshwara Temple, there is a Keladi Museum and Historical Research Bureau that houses various materials and artifacts from the historical period of Keladi Nayaks.